Welcome back to the Magic Strategy. I'm your host, Karen Hewitt, CEO of Blossom to Success Inc., and your personal business and social media strategist. If you're tired of winging it and ready to get clear on your business path, well, you're in the right place. We're going to get honest here. When you hear the words business plan, do you immediately think of a boring 50-page document that gathers dust in a drawer? If so, got some news for you. Business planning does not have to be complicated or overwhelming. So today I'm going to walk you through a really simple, actionable strategy roadmap to help you craft a business plan that actually works, one that you're going to use to grow, adapt, and scale. Whether you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, a network marketer, or a speaker, this episode is a must for you. So grab that notebook or use the Notes app. Not going to judge either way, because we're going to break down the 6 must-have elements of a business plan that will actually move you forward. All right, straight up, let's ask that obvious question. Do you need a business plan? Well, yes. That's the short answer. But here's the thing. Your business plan does not need to be long. It does not need to be complicated. What matters is you have a clear, structured plan to follow. Without a plan, you're going to waste time on things that don't grow your business. You're going to struggle to make decisions because there's no clear direction. You'll feel overwhelmed and react instead of strategizing. But with a plan, you're going to stay focused, know exactly what to work on each day, make better decisions because everything aligns with your vision, and you can adapt quickly when things change. So let's get into these 6 parts of a business plan that really do work. So here are the 6 key elements. Grab your pen. You ready? Let's go. 1, your business vision and mission. Your vision is, where do you want to be in 5 years? And your mission is, what problem do you solve and who do you serve? So, for example, now I help female entrepreneurs scale their businesses online using digital strategies that simplify and amplify their results. Write 1 to 2 sentences that describe your business vision and mission. Let me explain one thing though. You may be saying that what you do is you help people, but you're not going to make that a public statement. I find that when you write, I see all the time in bios, I help this. Guess what? When you say you help, it kind of says you're doing it for free. You can say, I coach, I mentor, I teach. Use something that is more of a proactive word than help in your bios if you're going to use this. Okay? So your action step, I want you to write 1 to 2 sentences that describe your vision and describe your mission. So where do you want to be in 5 years? And what's your problem? What problem do you solve and how do you do it? Who do you serve? Number 2, it's your ideal customer. Who are they? What do they need? What are their biggest struggles? Where do they hang out online? I'm going to give you a pro tip here. You try and serve everyone, you serve no one. You need to niche down on your audience. You don't have to niche down on your content, and I'll go through that in a later podcast. I don't believe people should be just focused on 1 to 2 things all the time, because I believe you should be human. Okay, but your content, your audience, your clients, yes, you're supposed to be serving a group that you can relate with, and creating that avatar of who they are is very important. So write a short profile. This is your action step. What is your ideal customer? Age, interests, challenges, buying habits, where they hang out, what problems they want to solve, what's important to them. Get into much detail as possible. 3, your products and services. What are you actually selling? How does each product or service solve a problem for your audience? And your pricing strategy. Now, if you're in network marketing, this is the biggest thing I see is a lot of people go, well, I sell this product, so it's cool and it helps everyone. No product out there is helping everyone. Look at your products, go, well, who does this help? What problems are they having? How can this be tailored to them? You're looking at the problem solutions. So your action step, I want you to list your top 3 products or services and write down their benefits. What pains are you solving? Number 4, we're going to craft your marketing and visibility plan. Where are you going to show up? Social media, email, YouTube, networking events. What's your content strategy? Educational, inspirational, promotional? How often will you post or engage? So here's your action step. I want you to choose the platforms that you're going to focus on and set a basic content strategy. Now, I believe in what's called omnipresence marketing, and we can go into that in more detail, and content strategy. And the cool thing on this as well, just to give you a heads up, I'll be launching a course with Mastermind Group, which is very inexpensive. to help you through the whole marketing and visibility plan. So stay tuned for that. Number 5, your sales and revenue plan. Well, how are you going to make income? Sales calls, website, referral, what plans are you putting out? What are your CTAs? What are your monthly sales goals? The amount of small businesses I hear, they go, well, I just want to make sales. It's great. How much do you need to make? How much do you need to make in order to cover your expenses? Where are these things coming in? Do you have passive income streams? Where are you splitting your income from? What is making you money? What is costing you money? We're going to look at all this as a financial need. Now, your action step is set a revenue goal for the next 90 days and outline how you're going to hit it. Then 6, your success metrics and adjustments. How are you going to measure if this was successful? Is it sales, leads, website traffic, engagement? And how often are you going to review and adjust your strategy? How often are you going to look at that data? Your action step is I want you to pick a 2 to 3 KPIs. This is key performance indicator that you're going to track weekly. Well, there you go. 6-step business roadmap to keep you focused, clear, and strategic. That wasn't too hard, was it? Now, I'm going to give you an example of why this roadmap matters. I was working with someone and they were in the network marketing field and they were frustrated because they weren't making consistent sales. Posting on social media, talking to leads, but things just, they weren't sticking. And it turns out there was no clear audience, no sales strategy, and no success metric. She was just trying whatever was, if it came up, she was giving it a shot. So once we walked through the 6-step roadmap, finally saw they were missing the mark. They refined their ideal customer, adjusted the marketing to attract the right people, and set clear revenue goals. Within 60 days, sales had doubled because there was a clear plan. Instead of trying to attract everyone, she was focused on a particular audience. And yes, did she get sales and commissions from outliers from that audience? Yes, she did. But because she had a clear audience, it really honed it down. And it works. And it can work for you too. So guess what? It's your turn. Here's what I want you to do today. You're going to set a timer for 30 minutes. And you're going to write down those answers to those 6 key business plan questions we covered today. You're going to keep it simple. I don't want to see any 20-page documents. Just get clarity on your vision, audience, offers, and strategy. And then put it somewhere where you're going to see it. Because a business plan, here's the magic part of it. It only works if you use it. So if you're going to make one and throw it in a drawer or save it in a file and never look at it, you just wasted 30 minutes. I want you to put it where you can see it. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of The Magic of Strategy. And if this episode helped you, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share this with a business bestie who just might need this as well. And don't forget to follow me on social medias, Blossom to Success, for more strategy tips and resources. Can't wait to talk to you next week. You're not going to miss it. Until then, keep strategizing and stay magical.